Immigration raids turned violent in Chicago tonight. President Trump threatening to send in the National Guard. Just this week, we saw ICE agents rappelling from a helicopter onto a residential apartment building where American citizens were among those, including children in their pajamas, were taken into custody in the middle of the night.
Meanwhile, a federal judge has temporarily blocked his order to send troops to Portland, Oregon. ABC's Ika Jachi has the latest on the pushback in both cities.
Tonight, angry protesters gathering in Chicago's Brighton Park neighborhood after agents from the Department of Homeland Security were patrolling the area. Authorities say a federal agent's vehicle was rammed and boxed in by several cars. DHS officials said one of the drivers who rammed her car into the agents was armed with a semi-automatic weapon. Officers firing what they called defensive shots at the woman. Chicago fire officials say she was taken to the hospital for a gunshot wound. DHS says the woman, a U.S. citizen, is named in a Customs and Border Protection Intelligence Bulletin last week for allegedly doxing agents online. Saturday's shooting comes amid rising tensions between local leaders and the federal government.
People need to realize that it's not just about fighting against Trump, it's fighting for a more humane immigration system that we all deserve.
On Friday, several protesters were detained by federal agents near an immigration facility outside of Chicago as Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem visited the site.
You can see it right here. They have a fixed gun on the roof right now, aiming at protesters. This is one-sided violence, one-sided escalation that began with mass secret police coming into our community and disappearing our neighbors.
And now President Trump says he'll deploy 300 National Guard troops to Chicago, a plan Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker has repeatedly rejected. Meanwhile, in Portland, a federal judge temporarily blocks President Trump's plan to deploy the National Guard. Judge Karen Immergut issuing a temporary restraining order Saturday evening, barring the troops for at least 14 days. Oregon's Attorney General speaking out about the ruling.
Today's ruling is a healthy check on the president's power, and as the president, you must have an actual facts based on reality, not social media or just your gut feeling if you want to mobilize the military here in the United States.
Ika Jachi, ABC News, New York.